show you how to make this jumbo balloon with custom lettering on it and the tassel tail. So we'll go over everything that should be in the kit, and also remember to look on our website on the page with the tutorial links. If we have any updates for this product, those will be on the tutorial page for this product. In your jumbo balloon kit, you will have your custom decal, a long section of a 260 balloon to tie your balloon closed, a small 12-inch balloon so that you can fill it with a little bit of water and anchor your balloon down unless you have something else you want to use, and an alcohol wipe, a ribbon to measure the circumference of your balloon, your jumbo balloon. This will be double stuffed with either a balloon the same color or a clear balloon, or sometimes a white or black balloon depending on the color of your balloon and depending on what we have in stock. The reason we double stuff them is because you'll be applying the decal. We just want to make sure that it's a little more sturdy, and also just for transporting it or moving it around, we just want to give it a little bit more durability. Then you also have your tassel tail kit. So we're going to go ahead and start by inflating the balloon. So you don't have to use helium. You can always just fill it with air and put it on a stand. We do have stands for that. So helium is optional. If you don't use helium, I recommend using an electric balloon pump, because that just makes it a lot easier to fill it. Today I am going to fill this balloon with helium. I have a commercial helium tank. However, if you don't plan to go to a party store, or maybe your local grocery store has helium as well, you can buy a small tank at your local Walmart or Target. They're just sold at a lot of stores. That is the most expensive way to do this, is with your own tank. So I always recommend, if you can take it to a party store or your local grocery store to have it filled, that's most economical. However, there are some stores that maybe don't want to fill a double. If you go to the party store and they don't want to fill it because it's double stuffed, you can always just take the inside balloon out, as it's not necessary for this balloon. It's just, I just feel like it's a better product when it's double stuffed. But if they don't want to double stuff it for you because it's, if they don't want to inflate it for you because it's double stuffed, you can just pull the inside one out and just do the outside one. You're just going to want to be more careful with it, but it'll still work. I'm going to tie it. I'm just going to eyeball it because I don't have another person here helping me. I'm going to eyeball the size, and then I'm going to measure it, and I can always remove the tie and add more helium if I need to. Okay, the way you place the mouth of the balloon onto the helium nozzle, you place it on, and then you're going to wrap the mouth around to close it in tight. Okay, once it's wrapped around nice and tight, then you can dispense the helium. Okay, I think this is about the right size. I'm going to go ahead and tie it. To tie it, you're going to want to twist the neck of the balloon at least 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. And the reason for that is you don't want any leaks, because if your balloon leaks by the time it's time for your party, it'll be really small. So we want to make sure and really secure this balloon tight before we tie it, so we make sure the air stays in. Now I'm going to take my balloon tie and I'm going to wrap this around 3 times. Okay, and now I'm going to double knot it. So if you don't have an extra person helping you, you can always just lean it against a surface to stabilize it, to tie it. So that's one knot, and then I'm going to do another one. that's 2 knots. So now I'm just gonna measure my balloon just to show you how to measure it. I'm hoping when you inflate yours, you have somebody else to help you, but like I said, you can remove this and retie it if you need to put more helium in. So you just want to make sure it's about at the center of the balloon. And as you can see, I do have a little bit left over, but because this isn't a gender reveal balloon, it's not going to be carrying as much weight on it. So this should be fine as long as you're within 6 inches of this ribbon. This decal comes in 2 sections. Something important to remember is that the decal comes with a top layer over it, a clear layer. So it's double layered, and that's the way it will go on the balloon and stay on the balloon. The reason we double layer it is to make the decal more durable when you're placing it. Just because, especially with the fonts, the cursive fonts, where there are thinner areas of the vinyl, they can tear or rip when you're pulling it off or applying it. So the double layer makes it easier for someone to apply it that hasn't done it before. So I'm going to take my balloon and I'm going to place the top of the balloon, which usually that's the top of the balloon. I'm going to set that against this table. And I'm going to set the mouth of the balloon towards myself. And this kind of lets me know that it's centered. So I'm going to wipe it down with the alcohol wipe where the decal will be placed. And the reason for this is that balloons have like a powder on them so that the latex doesn't stick to itself. But we want to remove that powder so that the decal can stick more firmly to the balloon. So I'm going to place the name right here. And what I'm going to do is just carefully detach the decal, the first letter of the decal. And we don't want to pull the entire name off because it'll just be too complicated to handle. So we're just starting with the first letter. So I'm going to smooth it out as I'm applying it. And then I'm just going to slowly remove it from the backing. I don't recommend pulling the decal off to replace it. It's kind of risky. It could pop your balloon. So that's why you just want to plan ahead where you want it, and you want to go slow when you're applying it. You always want to smooth from the center out. So right here I'm applying from the center, and then I'm smoothing that out to the extremities. Okay, this is a larger name as well, so I don't think you'll get any decals larger than this. So now you're just going to smooth out any wrinkles or bubbles. Okay, so now now that I have my largest decal on, I'm gonna go ahead and place the next one on. This one is smaller, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the entire decal. And I'm gonna start in the middle. And go out. Okay, now we're going to assemble our tassel tail. We're going to remove the paper tassels from the bag. We're going to set aside our string and our twist ties. And we're going to open this up. And we're going to need to find the middle here. So I just look in, and I'm lucky I got it on the first shot, but this is the middle of it. So now I can open it up. And I'm going to set the pile over here, and then I'm going to pull one out of the pile. And I'm going to take the top, fold it down, the bottom, fold it up, and then I'm going to roll it up all the way to the very top. Okay, then I'm going to take this and twist it. And we're going to loop it. Take one of the twist ties and tie that closed. And then you're going to want to tuck this in to the middle so that you can't see them, and of course you don't want them poking your balloon. And then you're just going to use your fingers to detach the fringe from itself, and that's one tassel is done. I'm going to go ahead and assemble all of the other ones, and then I'm going to show you how to place them on the string. Okay, now that I have all of my 5 tassels assembled, I'm going to go ahead and start tying it to the string. We're going to put the string into one of the loops. You want to leave about 3 to 4 inches to tie it to your balloon. And you're going to want a double knot. Then we're going to place the next one on. And for the hanging tassel tail like this, you're going to want to leave about 4 inches in between. If you want, some customers like to just bunch them all up together and hang that under the balloon, so it would look like this. That's an option as well. Today I'm going to do the tail. So I'm going to leave 4 inches in between, and then I'm going to tie the second one on. Okay, now we have our tassel tail, and I'm just going to tie it to the balloon. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take that 260 balloon we used to tie the jumbo balloon with, and I'm going to put it in the first loop and tie that. Now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to carefully cut the extra string off and the extra pieces of the 260 balloon. You just want to make sure you stay away from the balloon when you're cutting. So I'm going to take my anchor balloon and I'm going to fill it with about a 1/4 cup of water, and I'm going to use that to tie to the bottom of my balloon so that it doesn't fly away. So now that I have my anchor balloon filled with about a 1/4 cup of water, I'm just going to tie it to the end of this string. And now we have an anchor if you want to set it on the floor. So your balloon won't fly away. Please read any directions that are on the website for this balloon. If there are any updates we have or any pointers that we know a lot of customers are asking questions, we will put those updates on there on the website for the tutorials. And feel free to reach out if you have any questions. We're happy to answer any questions. Thank you so much.